Hello everybody, welcome to another Raid Shadow Legends video. In this video I'm gonna share with you guys my Platinum Arena push from this reset. It was not meant to actually record this video to upload it, but a lot of my buddies said to upload it, so here it is. So I do apologize for the video not being at the quality you're used to. I don't have the game in full screen. Whenever I don't stream or record a video for YouTube, I don't play the game in full screen. I don't know, I just don't like it to see it in full screen. And then I kind of stop the camera and I stop the sound because I was in a chat with some of my buddies from the clan. But I'm gonna share this with you guys. So we finished number 6. The placement is not amazing, but the reason I'm sharing this with you is so I can give you the best tips I can on how to actually fight the teams we finding right now in Platinum Arena. We have a lot of Swift sets, we have a lot of high resistance, high shields teams, so a lot of madness in Arena at the moment, guys. But before we move into talking about that, I kind of gave up on Platinum Arena like 3-4 months ago. Honestly, every single week we had at least one speed pack offer in the shop, and that kind of killed all my mojo. Every time one of those offers was coming out, I was finding at least 10 people faster than me, which was super annoying. I had no chance on keeping up the step with them in spending so much money. So I said that's it, no more, it's not worth it. The first place since Platinum Arena came out, every single reset was won by a booster. Plarium took 0 measures against it. Even if they would take some sort of measures, the group that are boosting every single time, they have their own relationship with Plarium's employees, so they will always have the back door open. How you guys can see, they are attempting time to time to actually change something, but never successful, to say like this, because every single time the boosters, they find their way. Now, how do they find their way? Because they already know exactly what got changed in the game. Even if they're avoiding to tell us what got changed, they're still finding their own way. So unfortunately, Plarium, thumbs down for you. You're not capable in almost 1 year to take measures against cheaters that they've been #1 every single time. A lot of people are quitting the game because of it. Arena is their only passion, their only kind of fun that they have in the game at the moment. So yeah, I honestly see no reason for them to stay. If that's what they enjoy, they're not gonna get it fixed anytime soon by the looks of it, unfortunately. But enough with that, guys. Let's talk about strategies, what teams we find in Platinum Arena right now, especially on reset, because that's when everybody brings up the big guns, to say like this. The last 15-20 minutes, everybody changes their defense, their way of attacking, everybody's going ham on each other. So it's honestly a lot of fun. I always enjoy doing it, but how I said, at some point you just realize it's not worth it for getting anything back. Like even now with the gear you're getting 8, 10, 6 pieces of gear with 0 results, because I never get any good gear out of there, honestly. Not much to actually be proud of, but yeah, it's a continuous grind, so I understand it in a way. Now, talking about teams and stuff, we do have a lot of hegemon teams. I do want to start with that because those were the teams that I kind of avoided on this reset, and I will explain you why. I always measure my attack in let me see how to put this. Always measure my attack in the best defense I can find in the game, okay? So if I'm not capable to beat that defense easily, that means 20-30 seconds farm, then I do have a problem with those sort of teams. I'm not talking about every average team that has a hegemon in there and it has a high resistance lead and a big shield, because a lot of them can be easily clapped. But today I literally just focused non-hegemon teams, and I wanted to see how far can that get me. The reason I have some sort of problems with this, I am missing a few champions. I'm missing like a Molly. That's the best cheese for hegemon teams. I'm missing a Ghostborn, I'm missing a Kaimar, which honestly is fine. Is not so much about the champions necessary, it's more about the gear. How I always told you guys, this is more of a game of gear rather than champions. That doesn't mean that you're gonna take a Kale and Apothecary and stay in a top 5 in Platinum Arena, of course not. But if my Madame series, for example, will gain some accuracy, 30-40 accuracy, I would have 0 problems in fighting any of these teams with hegemons. But because of it, unfortunately, I do have a bit of a struggle at the moment. There are only like 2-3 teams that create me problem with hegemons, but I am having issues with that. Now, what I'm doing, I'm using an accuracy lead. You guys know since I started my YouTube channel, I've always been bringing epic champions to the top of Platinum Arena. Skratch Shaman, Battle Sage, we got Basher, we got even my buddy Shadowbones. I am using Shadowbones quite a lot right now. I'm using Skratch Shaman still, Battle Sage depending on the teams I'm fighting, if I need a tech up or I don't. I don't think I use her today. But with Shatterbones, it works in the next way. A lot of defenses, they have Seeker as lead. You might not need Shatterbones there at all actually, unless you think they have a crazily high resistance. Then a lot of other teams, they are using a resistance aura, they're using a Seeker in the team as well. So what you want to do there, if you don't think you have enough accuracy, you do want to pop Seeker before with a crit hit, so he actually drops that defense up on the teams. So like that, your Madame series can just come in and strip everything and just one-shot them, send them all to sleep. Now, I did have to go a bit incognito this time around because everybody seems to want my skin, to want our skin, and when I'm talking about that is mainly content creators. A lot of people just like to attack content creators so they can flex their own thing or whatever they're doing. I don't know, it's their own fun. Nothing wrong about it, nothing bad against the people that they like to do it. Everyone with their own problem. But how I said, I had to go incognito today because I did wanted to try this. I've been saying it for the last 2 weeks, but I always forget to do it. Change the name. Let's see what's gonna happen. Am I gonna get attacked as many times as usual? I still got attacked a lot though. Don't get me wrong of that. But how you guys can see, my main teams here is Krisk, Sifi, Arbiter, Madame series, Trundas, Mountain King, and of course Arbiter. Now Skratch Shaman is in there as well, and including my boy Shatterbones. Now depending on what team I'm attacking, so I'm gonna start commenting a bit on the teams that I'm attacking from here on, guys, and I'll walk you through it. How you guys can see, I am refreshing quite a bit to try and get some different teams. So this is Creamy right here. It's a pretty easy farm. He has Swift Parry on pretty much all his champions there. So many good ways to counter this sort of teams. You have a Warlord, you have a Basher, you have a couple of extra champions to deal more damage there. Again, it can be done, but how you guys can see, my Warlord went in, increased the cooldown of all their skills. Swift Parry is gonna proc on some of the champions there. It might not be this run, I might be remembering it wrong, but even if it procs, they won't be able to revive because Warlord increased the cooldown of their skills. So all they're gonna do is the A1, honestly, but that's about it, nothing else. So it's not a hard farm at all. Then Seeker defenses, again, how I said, you wanna hit that crit. When I'm using Shatterbones, for example, in some of the teams like that, I am making Shatterbones go before my Madame series. I'm hitting Seeker or whatever. He has his 3-hit A2, decrease the cooldown on the Thermitter on there as well, sorry, not the cooldown, and that does help a lot to actually get rid of that defense up from his passive and actually be able to eliminate the team much faster. So that was another attack on Creamy here. It didn't actually popped off to the Swift set to get in on point there. The Swift set does feel like it procs quite often, guys. I know it says a 50%. We mainly see it only when it procs. We don't really pay attention when it doesn't. So I do think that's it is a 50-50 in a way or another, but we just don't really pay attention when it doesn't proc, you know. I think that's what it is. You guys can see here as well, we have a Valk on a Swift set. They can create you a bit of an issue, but she did manage to throw her skill before my Madame series, so all of them, they just got stripped there. Tormins are still a pain in the ass, just for the simple fact that Plarium did not fix the animations with freeze. Like, your characters freeze and the game just stays in that animation for 5 to 10 seconds, just lagging out without anything happening there. So that's pretty annoying at the moment. Hopefully by 2025 they will actually take the time to fix that animation as well, because that can slow you down quite a bit. Now again, here we have Swift sets, we have a Seeker in as lead, we have shields here as well. The reason, again, I'm going with Shatterbones, sometimes I just don't have enough accuracy for that Madame series, for that Duchess, sorry, or at least it feels like. Sometimes it just doesn't debuff her, so I'm not sure if it's just that 3% chance popping in super often for me, Because it does happen quite a lot of times, honestly. Like, I know it's only 3% chance, but sometimes it happens on the same team round after round after round. So that's super, super annoying. I'm trying to avoid that of happening every single time. So here seems like Traveler got lucky. We managed to get him twice on the list. So you see that defense up popped up. Now just one-shot them and keep on going from there. Honestly, it's not that bad as long as you manage to create the right synergy in your team. But how I said, I'm still having those sort of issues with hegemons, which I'm working on hopefully for next week, trying to find some different ways to play around with them. I know I can run a Sifi with double rotos and stuff like that, but that's a bit too slow for what I want to do. I don't want to stay and farm the same team for like 1 minute. That's already a long farm. I know some of the fights you've seen here and some of the fights I'm doing sometimes, they are pretty much hitting that 1 minute run. Is not something I'm looking to actually get, but it does happen, unfortunately. So because of that, I do have to start and think about a different sort of team with the champions I have, with the gear I have, to start dealing with them, rather than just break a bank, try to summon Molly and other champions, which are the best cheese for this sort of teams. Now, what other teams we have here? Let's see. How you guys can see, I refreshed quite a lot. I kind of hit pretty much the same 10-15 teams, I would say there, something like that. Again, we're going on my boy Creamy here. This might be the one when actually the Swift procs, or it might not be. How you guys can see here, we don't have Warlord, so I think maybe I've done a mistake here. There we go. So that's Swift proc. So this is gonna take us a bit longer than I anticipated before. You see, she revived, which is a bit unlucky to say like this. If I would have had my Warlord here instead of my Shatterbones, this wouldn't have happened. It would have been a much faster run. See if he might revive as well here. I can't even remember what happened, honestly. Yes, she did. So yeah, this fight took a bit longer, unfortunately, but that's the power of Swift sets, guys. So Swift sets can keep you busy for a long time. Duchess, of course, she's a super strong champion. Her kit is amazing. It goes so good with a Swift set. Now the problem with that as well, if you do have her on your defense and the rest of the champions, a couple of them survive or one of them survives, and that's not Kendra phone to already be under a perfect veil, she will not revive. She will use the other skill to place block debuffs and perfect veil, and then it's gonna be pretty much an easy victory against that team if that happens. But as long as you manage to one-shot the rest of them, she will revive. If you put the skills on cooldown, how I've told you, with a Basher or a Warlord, is enough to do it for 1 turn. You don't need more than that. You just want to stop that turn to actually revive. Her unkillable is going to go away, and you can literally just go with the Arbiter and the next champion and take her down without a problem. So you guys, how you guys can see, that was 1 minute and 36 seconds. That was a bit too long to actually fight the team. It's not something that I'm looking to do all the time. That's why I kind of avoid running Sifi with 2 Rotoses. I do have 2 Rotoses, but that's the main reason I'm trying to avoid using those sort of slow teams, especially on the Platinum Arena rush there. It's not really indicated, but it can work if you're farming only the top players, because you're getting a lot of points from them. You're deranking them as well, so that's what you want to do. If you want to go at the top, you gotta fight the top. If you're fighting the bottom, it's not really gonna help you, because the top is gonna fight different opponents. They might even attack you while they're gonna rank in points and nobody's attacking them. That's gonna be the problem, because they always gonna stay on the top while you're gonna go slowly down, either from them attacking you, either you might lose a couple of fights or anything like that, you know. This reset was pretty good. I don't think I lost any fights. I might be wrong. Maybe I lost 1. But honestly, I can't really remember. Tormins, they can be annoying on Swift sets as well. Now, with Seeker, I don't think it's such a big deal to deal with. If you tank that your Duchess enough, you see, exactly what I was telling you. Was no perfect veil on here. Duchess, instead of reviving, she actually went with that, which unfortunately kind of gives a rip, because it drags the team apart. That's definitely not a great thing to do here. But Tormin, even without a Swift set, can actually keep you in a fight up to around a minute with that freeze, not doing enough damage on him to kill him. And if he's on a Swift set as well, he does have a double chance to proc that. If he doesn't proc the Swift on the first hit when you kill him, he does have a chance of proccing after he revives and you're trying to kill him again. So that's not bad of having a Swift set on a Torment, for example. But Shatterbones, for my team, and for some teams, they do play it does play a quite important role in here, guys. So I'm not sure exactly what other sort of teams we're gonna be fighting here. What we're avoiding. How I said, we avoided all the hedgy teams. We fought a few at the beginning before the last 15 minutes, but after that we haven't pushed on any more hegemon teams. Seems like we have another fun team here again. This might be Traveler again. That's the idea. Once you found your enemy, you found his weak link, you gotta spam that in order to stay towards the top. It's the easiest way to do it as well. So there's nothing wrong in doing that. Everybody does it. Everybody uses gems to refresh. As long as you're not refreshing with gems, you're losing quite a lot, guys, because if you're fighting all the opponents from the list, some of them, they give you a low amount of points. The lower you go on your list, the more points you get from the enemies. So you gotta pick your enemies wisely as well. You gotta stop looking for the easiest one on the list and just go for him, even if it gives you only 7 points. But then in the same time you're fighting him, you're losing in your defense 14, 15 points. So you gotta be super, super careful with that. So that was the last fight, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna let you go from here on. Here is what we got. Hopefully better next week. We'll definitely be trying to do it again. And appreciate you guys all watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'll see you all soon on another video. Till then, peace out.